Many of you folks already know who I am, but for those who don't, I am just simply dying to live. I became known on YouTube for documenting my traffic stops and trying to share my methods on avoiding tickets and the daily extortion of cops in Illinois. See, I've been a cab driver off and on for the last 20 years, and one thing I can promise you, if you ride these streets long enough, you will experience countless traffic stops by curious cops looking for victims. So I developed a method of pulling over before cops could create a ticketable offense. Now, although suspicious to someone on the outside looking in, it's highly effective in avoiding tickets. And remember, suspicion is never a crime. Like most of you out there, I see cops before they see me, meaning when I leave my home, there is no bigger threat to me than a cop, so I can spot them a mile away. So on February the 19th, 2019, on this day, it was no different. I found myself being stalked and followed by an officer by the name of Tamir Blair of the Springfield Police Department. She'd get behind me, I'd pull over. She'd get behind me again, I'd pull over. When she couldn't get behind me, she'd just wait in the distance. So I decided to just park and stop playing possum.
Are you trying to dodge me?
You need another?
No.
Well, I wasn't even looking for you. You went and parked over there, and then
I'm looking for somebody.
Then I came.
You want another?
One more, 1918. And then you parked right there.
I'm looking for somebody.
Who you looking for? You mind keeping your hands out your pocket for me?
Well, look, nothing in my pocket, right? Just keys. This pocket got nothing in it.
Who you looking
ID.
for? Can I see that?
Nope, you can't.
Well, actually, you have to give me your ID.
What I do?
When a police officer asks you to identify yourself, you have to identify
Is that
yourself.
the state of Illinois?
Yes.
Or how that work?
Yes.
What is that law called?
It's called failure to identify yourself.
Okay, it's
So,
called Terry
ID.
versus Ohio. My name is Quentin Booker.
Okay. Can I see it?
No. My name is Quentin Terrell Booker.
Okay. Let me see your ID.
The Supreme Court already ruled.
Let me see
Me
your ID.
giving you my name enough. It's enough.
No, it's not.
I just did that.
How am I supposed to know you're not giving me the same name?
Go look, cause my face is gonna pop up. on your
How
computer.
about you just give me your ID?
I don't have to do that. I gave you
Yeah.
my name. Supreme
No.
Court has already ruled.
No.
I don't want to do that
You
with
have
you. You got your body cam on, so you know the law. I'm identifying myself to you. Terry.
Okay, you
Ohio.
could be giving me somebody else's name.
Nope, I'm
Yes,
not.
you
I'm
could.
giving you my true name.
Why won't you just give me your
Quentin
ID? I don't
Terrell
get it.
Booker. Because I'm looking for somebody, right? And you was in my way, so I was trying to avoid you and
Okay.
look for that person because I know what you're gonna do.
All right.
So I'm looking for somebody at the same time. Now you stopping me. So now I got to deal with you.
Okay.
Why I'm looking for somebody? So
Listen.
Terry versus Ohio says,
Listen.
I must identify myself to you in the state
Listen,
of Illinois.
you don't have to
I'm
yell
doing
at
that.
me. You don't have to yell at me.
Because
First of all,
you're trying to threaten me right now. And I don't
how am I
wanna do that.
threatening
I'm
you?
just-
All I'm asking is for
I'm
your
going through
ID.
something over here.
Well, can I see your
and I'm
ID?
looking for somebody.
I'm going to ask you again. Can I see your ID?
No, ma'am.
Okay, failing to identify yourself.
I'm not. My
Can I
name
see
is
your
Quentin
ID?
Terrell Booker.
Okay.
My
ID,
birthday.
please.
I just gave you all my
ID,
information.
please.
You can identify me at
ID,
the drop of a
please.
dime if you wanted to. So your body cam understands that, and you do too.
Okay.
Quentin Terrell Booker. That's all I got to give you.
No, you have to give me your ID, actually.
I don't have to carry an ID. So if I don't have to carry ID, what do I got to give you ID?
Okay, 3 traffic stop, 72 westbound, 80, westbound to 80.
I'm really going.
I'm going to
through
ask you
White
again.
truck,
Ma'am, call your sergeant. Maybe he can explain it to you. I don't know.
No, you have your ID,
And
so
I
you need
identify-
to give
no,
it
this
to
ID
me.
is not even valid. So me to give it to you
Well, let me
means
see it.
nothing. It's not even valid. Look.
All you have to do,
Hold
all
it.
you have to do is give
Not
it to me.
even valid.
All you have to do is
It's not
give it
even
to me.
valid. You don't
Just
even
give it
accept
to me.
invalid IDs.
Okay, just give it to me.
Why would I give it to you if it's invalid?
Okay,
Not even valid.
okay, just give it to me.
Only one I got too.
All right, just give it to me.
Now I identify myself.
How am I supposed to know that's actually you and you're not
Check
giving
it,
me a real
ma'am. I'm
name?
gonna sit right here. Look, I got nothing. I'm not gonna do anything. check what I said to you. You found my name in the system.
So who are you looking? Who are you looking for?
I'm
first
looking
of all?
for somebody. It's very important. It has nothing to do with you, ma'am.
Okay.
I apologize to you. Maybe it looks suspicious what I was doing. I apologize.
Yeah, you went and parked on the side of the road, and then you saw me again.
No,
this is the third time you did it. You saw me again. You parked on the side of the road again. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to argue with you. Give me your ID. Give me your ID.
Okay, you gonna call your sergeant?
After you give me your ID.
Oh, so you're not gonna call your sergeant?
I'll call my sergeant.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Give me your ID.
I apologize to you, ma'am.
No, actually,
what's
no,
your name,
you're
Blair?
not.
I apologize to you. It's not personal against you. I'm just going through something, and you're just tainting me right now for something that has nothing to do with you.
All you have to do
you asked me
is
to
give me your
identify
ID.
myself. I am going to identify myself one more time for you. My name is Quentin.
All you have to do is give me your ID.
I just gave you that. This ID is not valid.
Okay, let me see it.
It's not even valid. No
Let me
need for
see
you
it.
to see it. It's not valid. It's not valid.
Let me see it.
It's not valid. Look, okay, look, you can see it. What you want to do now? Your camera got it. What you
Let
want?
me see
No,
it.
no, ma'am. I won't give it to you.
Okay.
It's invalid. I identified myself. I don't even want to talk no more. Am I free to go? Valid. I identified myself. I don't even want to talk no more. Am I free to go? Or am I detained? I'm detained.
Is my backup on the way?
Affirmative, Lincoln 745. What's your location?
She's on McQuarrie and Laurel.
785, you step it up.
Negative. Also, this guy wants a sergeant.
Yeah, I want a sergeant.
Let me see your ID.
Yeah, you can see it.
Why won't you just give it to me?
Because you can see it now.
Well, I asked you like 5 times before you actually.
I identified myself 5 times.
I asked you 5 times before you actually brought. Why didn't you give it to me?
I identified myself 5 times for you. I'll do it one more time for you. My name is Quentin Terrell Booker.
Okay. You mind getting off the car for me?
I'm not gonna do none of that.
You mind getting off the car for me?
What do you want me to do, ma'am? I'm looking for somebody over here.
You are disobeying the direct orders of a peace officer.
No.
That's an arrestable offense. Get off of the car,
and I can
please.
deny it if it's not lawful. I'm not doing anything.
It is lawful. It's for my safety. And I asked you twice already. I asked you twice already to get off of the car. I asked you about 5 times to give me your ID. To give me your ID, and you did not.
I don't wanna hassle you.
And the first time when I asked for your name, you said no. And yes, that is on my body camera. That's an arrestable offense.
Do what you gotta do then.
Turn around.
Yep.
You are going to be arrested for.
I apologize. Yep, I'll be arrested.
Where are your keys? Because your vehicle is going to be towed.
All right, I'm cool with that. I hope you appreciate what you're doing right now.
I do.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
All you have to do was give me your name. That's all you have to do.
Yep,
no, the first time when I asked you, like I said, the first time when I asked you for your name, you said no. So that's okay. Cool.
This document you're looking at right here was a private, now public email sent by the sergeant you're about to see on video named Joseph Arnold. And it reads, Lieutenant, this is reference call number S19-14752. On 2/16/19 at about 15:45 hours, I was dispatched to the scene of a suspicious vehicle stop that Officer T. Blair by 785 was on. Dispatch advised her suspect was requesting a supervisor. Upon arriving, I spoke with Officer Blair, who described why she was out with the suspect, Quentin Booker, and why she arrested him. I had to talk her and walk her through the incident to get her to probable cause for an arrest. After thinking about it, I ordered her first not to take him into the jail. She had already left the scene. And then to return to the scene and release Mr. Booker. My problem was, while I could have justified an arrest for a traffic stop, I believe during the interaction, she was conducting a terrorist stop. I decided that because I had to talk her into remembering the traffic violation, and because Booker was not wanted for anything, it was safer to just release him and write a report with him as a suspect.
So when we review the body camera, I have to ask, you review the body camera, you have him stopped, you ask for identification, he refused to tell you who he is. Okay, at that time you're deciding, he refused to tell me who he is, he's going to be arrested, let's wait until it's safe to do so, correct? Okay. All right.
Yep, no problem with that at all.
All right.
And he said the same thing, he said he did not identify himself.
Right. So. All righty.
I still don't know what I'm being arrested for. But I guess find out when I burn out.
766, couldn't send the other call. 755, 10-4. Lincoln 755. Yep. You said for 1046, veterans in Lindbergh, It'll be a white pickup truck in the south.
How's it going, sir?
Flashers on.
Hello. Is it because it wasn't originally a traffic stop? Oh, okay. Okay. How about?
What we want, man?
641 Adam, code 38.
You're not gonna speak to me at all?
641 Adam, bud.
Yeah.
At the intersection of Albany and Converse, Illinois passenger. On a silver Kia.
Ma'am. Now I'm in fear of where I'm going.
Lincoln 737, Lincoln 740, just 43 only. That 17 called back and was trying to cancel.
I did not do that. You just being ridiculous.
Couldn't tell how he left.
Okay. Ma'am, I'm a strong dude. I won't fall over if I don't have to.
Wow. Ridiculous.
641, change back to Albany and Keys, please. Sorry.
Ma'am, where I'm going?
You're going back to your car, sir.
Why? Can you tell me why?
Clearly, you're not being arrested anymore.
For what?
Please stop talking to me, okay?
What did I do?
That'd be great if you could just stop talking.
Since I don't trust anything officer says, I'm just gonna go with the flow. And whatever happened to me on this ride happened to me. Because I clearly
Yeah, keep saying everything so you can be heard on body camera. Just
I don't
stop
know
it.
what's going on. I'm scared right now. I was
Sure.
in county jail.
Sure.
Now I'm on South Grand and 11th Street.
Yes, you are.
And then you're not talking to me. If you're
Going
communicating with me,
going south. I don't. How about I don't want to communicate
yeah,
with you,
ma'am,
sir?
but listen, Miss Blair, Officer Blair, because you think it's a...
Yeah, I know.
Highly annoying.
I bet. Oh, he's even going to be more so now. Yeah, it's because it was a Terry stop originally, not a traffic stop. So,
But that's the only reason.
yeah. Yeah, so if you'd have called him out for the traffic stop on the...
I always thought traffic stops. I don't know what
Yeah.
I was thinking.
But because of that, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'll send you the legal update on it. But
Go ahead, hop out.
Am I stepping out?
go ahead and step out for me, sir.
My left arm is numb.
Sure.
I know you don't care. Miss
Didn't know you were a doctor too. Lawyer, police officer, and a doctor.
No, I just feel
Amazing.
pain. I feel pain like you.
Upon my release, he furthermore states, and I quote, he stated he was probably going to sue the department, and I advised him it was his right to do so. I initially informed Lieutenant Schwartzweiser of this event. I had actually talked through releasing him with Lieutenant Schwartzweiser. I then had Officer Blair come to the station and I counseled her on Terry stops. I read and gave her a copy of Department Legal Directives number 13-02 regarding Terry stops. I also printed her out the statutes for 625 ILCS 5/6-112 and 625 ILCS/11-203. We talked through finding PC for stops. I also talked to her about not letting her stops get personal. Since that day, Mr. Booker forged the body cam footage and put it on YouTube. Today, 2/25/19, he called into the station because he thought Officer Blair was stalking him. Sergeant Jones handled that call and later advised me that Mr. Booker had not made any complaints. We were under the impression that he had already been to internal affairs. Instead, he did not want to make a complaint. He just wanted to know what kind of retraining Officer Blair had gotten. He wanted me to contact him. I called Mr. Booker through dispatch. I spoke to him and explained to him I had spoke to Miss Blair about Terry stops and traffic stops and such, and that we were going to use the situation for our monthly platoon meetings as a training opportunity. He was appreciative of my call and I believe was satisfied at the current time. I advised him that if he wanted to make a complaint, he can always do so, and I advised him he can always go to internal affairs. A response came back in from Ken Scarlett, Deputy Chief of Springfield Police Department, and it reads, all. To remain consistent in our response to anything from Quentin Booker, based on the attached emails, he has been talked to by 2 sergeants and a lieutenant, all of which ended the conversation rather cordially. He was provided with AI's info in the event he chose to contact them. Regarding Officer Blair, she was counseled and retrained by Sergeant Arnold, and it appears there is additional platoon training forthcoming. I am comfortable with our response at this time and do not wish to get sucked into a dialogue that could lead to additional attempts at a negative spin on law enforcement. Another email comes from Scarlett regarding this matter, and it reads, 10:43. Mr. Booker has attempted to contact numerous individuals about a few different stops. I appreciate our concern and follow-up to this point. Please see to it that all counseling and retraining is documented. I would also advise that the platoon training should take place as mentioned by Sergeant Arnold. Thanks all, Scarlett. And to make sure they understand the talking points, Ken Scarlett, Deputy Chief, sends another email, and it reads, all. To remain consistent in our response to anything from Quentin Booker. Based on the attached emails, he has been spoken to by 2 sergeants and a lieutenant, all of which ended the conversation rather cordially. He was provided with AI's info in the event he want to contact them. Regarding Officer Blair, she was counseled and retrained by Sergeant Arnold, and it appears there is additional platoon training forthcoming. I am comfortable with our response at this time and do not wish to get sucked into a dialogue that could lead to additional attempts at negative spin on law enforcement. Now, Mr. Ken Scarlett, Deputy Chief, is on point. He goes from being protective to proactive, and he sends the email out to a few people, and it reads, can you work to put together a bulletin on Quentin Booker in reference to his numerous encounters with police? Mr. Booker makes it a point to get stopped by the police and then records the interaction. Throughout the entire interaction, his goal appears to be to incite the officer to the point of an argument. He then posts the video on social media with the intentions of blasting the SPD officer or other agencies. Please review his posts prior to putting anything together. I would then like to review before slandering him. Dissemination. So now that we're being proactive, Sonia emails Mark, and it reads, hi, Mark. Haven't you put something out on this guy before? ? I looked through the crime analysis bulletin, but didn't see anything. She also sends an email to Ken Scarlett, and it reads, do you know what Facebook page he's under? It isn't under his name, or is he under a different social media? ? Now, Mark finally responds to Sonia, and it reads, hey, Sonia, the guy that I can think of is a white male with the camera getting out on a traffic stop. I don't know the Booker fellow. Thanks. So Sonia promptly gets back to Mark, and she replies, that's okay. I do remember that one. I put something out on him yesterday. Quentin Booker, she's talking about. And he's on YouTube talking about SPD. He obviously wanted to engage them in some type of dispute doing traffic stops. Hey, what's up, everybody out there? I just want to share with y'all a little information. And I do want to just make this announcement in case people didn't understand what's really going on. So, every cop watcher, every auditor, they're targeting you. They're putting you on lists, and when they get you, they're going to get you. They're not playing with us, man. They don't take what we do lightly. They might laugh in your face and say, oh, you putting it on YouTube. Ha, 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 ha. You're a YouTuber. Ha, 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 ha. But trust me, they don't like it. And when they can get you, they're going to get you. So make sure you're in it for the right reasons when you start making these lists. Just want to show you this right quick. This is from the Springfield Police Department. Officer information only. This is March 4th. It's pretty much a rundown of my height, weight, eye color, hair. And it tells my vehicle I'm in right now. Says Booker is currently posting videos on YouTube speaking of his SPD traffic stop with headings to include. Then it says some of my videos. Cop caught falsifying report does not match video. Cop takes me to jail, then forced to bring me back. Cop caught breaking the law. Cop breaks the law. Booker goal during a traffic stop is to entice officers into engaging a verbal argument to later be used in social media. Booker asked, I have to say that because they say, well, why black folks can't pronounce ask? Ask. I don't know, be honest with you. Same reason we say car instead of car, you know. So I don't know. That's slang, man. Get used to it. Anyway, Booker asked for reports and body cam footage through Freedom of Information, yet he also records his own video doing traffic stops. In one video, he states that he avoids police trying to keep them from getting behind him and being stopped. Booker claimed to be targeted and arrested or extorted by police. See, video cop did not have a chance under YouTube, Quentin Booker. Now, I wanted to post y'all this and show y'all this, man. Just make y'all understand that you are making lists. And those lists are not nice lists. Now, I do got a video called Wow, This is a Traffic Stop. And in that video, when the cop goes to run my name, it says I have a warrant, okay? Or it says wanted person, yet I'm not wanted. I have no warrant. So what's going on with the computer? Is it crazy, or am I on some list I don't know about? Am I flagged in some system that I don't know about?
Wanted person.
All right, my good people. I can't tell this story in one video. It's so much to disseminate, as Ken says. So hit the like button, subscribe right now. Look out for the next video. Until the next one, much love, blessings, peace, and respect. I'm going to put it all down for you as long as you pick it up.